What we're doing here is my wife and I are in marriage counseling. My wife, we do attend marriage counseling together, and I think it's a very good thing. Right now I'm doing a video journal. I'm supposed to do a regular journal of just my thoughts, my hopes, fears, anything that pops in my head, but I hate writing that the therapist will look at. My Secret Service man, Franklin, has been good enough to videotape this because we wouldn't want personal things getting out. But we want to work on our marriage. I'm an American. I am not a treasonous person. I'm very loyal. I took a meeting as a courtesy. When we're done after this, we'll start that Entourage marathon. We were sent away during the summer to spend it with our grandparents in Czechoslovakia. Not many people know this. They know, obviously, my mother, Ivana, is Czechoslovakian. Her parents still lived there. Do things that most grandparents wouldn't do for their grandkids. For instance, I remember one day, the first day of the trip, he drove me out to the middle of the woods, and he said, "See you at dark," and left. Now, as a kid from New York, that's an amazing experience to be able to just wander the wilderness of an exotic country like Czechoslovakia, just being completely alone in the elements. Now, in retrospect, kind of a dick move. Really legal or really smart. I mean, it's a Soviet bloc country. I mean, who knows how many kids went missing and never. There were no Amber Alerts back then, especially in Czechoslovakia. If you got kidnapped, you were just gone. If you were lucky, your parents would find your tattered, blood-stained clothes by a creek or a brook or something. So yeah, my grandfather would leave me in the woods in Czechoslovakia. I gotta be honest, people make a big deal of us hunting all the time. I don't like hunting. I'm just afraid to go in the woods without a gun, because since I was 12, I was left alone in the woods, and all these animals and these strange communists coming after me, and I run away from them. I don't know if I'm gonna be sold into sex slavery. I don't know what's going on. I'm terrified. Grandpa ruined the woods for me. We saw family wolves and we slaughtered them because we were just terrified. And they weren't bothering us, but I pumped at least 50 rounds into 5 wolves, and even the baby, because, Eric's like, well, what if it grows up and remembers us, so we had to kill that too. It's just. I hate my father. Sometimes the media, it's really funny how far they try to reach with some fake news. I read a story. Dad is picking me up to take me to a ball game. Now, in the story, they say all the kids wanted to meet Donald Trump, so they all line the hallway because I told up my door in a Yankee jersey, and Dad slaps me in the face, and I fall to the ground, and I start crying, and he coldly looks at me and says, "Put on a suit." That story, that one's hurtful because it just did not happen. My dad never took me to a baseball game. What's a slap in the face from someone that loves you? It's really just a hug that hurts. Never really, we just didn't have time to do much together. I think he took me to a Javits Auto Show once. I think he took me to Funland once, out on Route 3 in, I think it's Passaic, New Jersey. Say what you will, but it's a great song. So I always got kind of gypped being born in late December. I always got the birthday / Christmas gift. They got me an Amazon dot from the whole family. They all pitched in and got together. Baron, Dad, Melania, Tiffany, Ivanka, and Eric, they all chipped in and got me this nice Amazon dot. It's not the top model one, but it's still a very nice, it's good value for the price. and I hear it pretty well when I'm in the same room. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think child labor is actually good. I'm kind of jealous of what these Chinese kids have, because think about it. I have 5 kids, not 10, 5 kids, and by the time they're 30, they're gonna be competing with these kids from China for these jobs. And these kids are gonna have like 25 years work experience on their resumes. My kids aren't gonna have anything. You know, maybe this labor is not a bad thing. You learn how to make an iPhone. You learn all about tech. You learn how to, you know, maybe one of these kids is a team leader. I lost my virginity to our nanny, Isilla. Eric is 4, and Ivanka's and they're all in the room, but they have no idea what's going on. So they were all there while I lost my virginity. It was with someone special. Yeah, I remember the first time my dad took me to a massage parlor. I was 14, I think, and it was fun. This is dinner for me tonight. I'm having a roasted chicken and an iceberg lettuce salad with blue cheese. It's not bad. You can see I'm joined by my cat Pippi for dinner, who's also having the same thing minus salad because the blue cheese dressing doesn't really agree with her system. Her having a litter box, she's having a water. I'm having a diet Dr. Pepper cherry, and my favorite, I love my cat mug because I do love cats. Franklin, did you eat today?
No,
what
sir.
What am I talking about? You didn't. I was with you all day. I fed you nothing. You want some food? You hungry?
Yes, sir.
Go get it! Go get it, boy! Go get it! Go get that food! Good girl, I love you. Dessert in my family wasn't really a big thing. I played this game called Who Wants Dessert? Who Wants Dessert? And what we had to do was we had to pitch a business proposal and show potential earning profits, and Ivanka always won. And Ivanka being Ivanka would go, oh, you know, I'm on a diet actually, and take one bite, throw the whole thing out, and me and Eric would be fuming, and Tiffany never won, because let's face it, she's Tiffany. Very different from each other. Well, food-wise, we're kind of different. You know, he prefers steak, I prefer chicken. I know it's a bottom meat, but I enjoy it. And I enjoy the thighs. We're both really into iceberg lettuce, like the wedge salads. They die. It's really, we are not fancy people. I mean, we love marble and gold. We want to live in the sky. You know, that's our thing. We want to live as close to like we're the Jetsons, but with more marble and gold. And like we own the air in New York, if that makes sense to you. Like there's airspace, okay, in the buildings, and it's not. There's no buildings there, but we just own the air above the building, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just don't know if the therapist will understand what I'm talking. I mean, that we own the sky, is what I'm saying. We don't own the whole world, but I mean, we actually own the sky. Arby's has stepped up their game. You're fired. You're fired. I'm sorry, but you're fired. You're fired. Meltdown right now. I feel like I'm being eaten in this apartment, and I just needed, like, you know, like I said, I'm a cat guy, and I just really wanted my cat here, you know, to have something that, you know, loved me, and you know, I think she loves me, you know, and like that. Dad hates cats every morning, but she's really good company, and you know, we can't, you know, she's the reason why this can't ever get out, because it's just a lot of pressure, you know, like having to do this, you know, it's like I took a meeting, you know, and you know, the whole thing's going a million miles an hour, and I'm not so sure I'm gonna be okay. I feel like I'm gonna shit out vomit. Does my face look orange enough? See, Franklin, this is clean. Okay, imagine Every time you wanted to use the bathroom, it wasn't. That's what my cat's going through. Because you won't change your litter on time. In times gone by, I dreamed a dream. I gotta get out of here. We gotta go. Come on. I just have to walk, or else I'm gonna just go. ISIS isn't coming after me. I'm not a top priority, I assure you. My dad barely tells me anything as it is. It's all for a vodka. Hold it down so people don't know you're taller than I am. Down, up. Don't get the double chin. God, every time. I swear to God, I'm gonna kick you down these stairs. Can you get it? Not going to jail. That's gonna be okay. Get in there too. I need to get out. I need a moment. We walked past like 3 people and nobody even batted an eye. I was going to explode being in that apartment. You know, no Twitter, no entourage. You know, the cat wasn't feeling me tonight. You know, I remember when we were younger, we used to do this. We used to come out on the balcony and we would look at the skyline. And the game was, let me see if you can get my finger. We would point to a building and okay, that one. Dad, dad, dad. Back there, dad. Over there, dad, dad. Far back all the way, dad. So we would just, the whole skyline, was just dad, dad, dad. We just, I feel good. I'm gonna get some sleep. I didn't commit treason at all.